Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Happy New Comic Book Day, February 21st, 2024. I hope all you guys found all your books on the new comic book shop wall, mailed to you. However you guys get your books, I hope you guys, or in your cubby at the comic shop, however you guys get your books, I hope you guys found all the books that you were looking for this week. As always, I did here, and I've got a top 5 spoiler-free show coming up here. So as always, if you guys do like this kind of content, click the like, comment, subscribe. Helps the YouTube algorithm spread me out like peanut butter so more people find my Fun Times channel about comic books. Alright guys, let's get dived into the loud and mysterious black bag, and we're going to talk about our 5th comic book this week. In my number 5 spot is Incredible Hulk number 9 by Johnson and art by Earls. And this one continues this kind of a different feeling indie style horror title that we have Hulk teaming up with this little girl, and as we see, we've got her actually on the cover of this one wielding the axe. And it's just fun. Like, I like this little girl character. I want to see where this story goes. So I'm having fun with it. It's Philip Kennedy Johnson writing it, yeah. And it's written pretty good, man. And I'm kind of like digging this sidekick character that Hulk has, and why, you know what I'm saying? There's some things going on and some bad guys, like always, who have their sights kind of set on this little girl, set on the Hulk. And for some reason, they're intertwined, and I'm definitely invested in trying to stick around and find out exactly why, these two are intertwined and kind of, Anyways, it's a fun run, man. I really recommend that one. Even though it's in the number 5 spot, I just think some of these other books had really cool reveals and art and things going on that were super awesome and superhero-y. And you guys know me, that's my jam. So we've got X-Force 49 in my number 4 spot. And as we can see here, we've got Original Beast hanging out with Wonder Man on the cover. So the cover maybe spoils a little bit of what I was talking about last week. But this run of X-Force is definitely building to something super cool, and a character that I know a lot of us are excited to finally have back in the X-Men fold. And I cannot say much more. I already kind of spoiled it if you read in between the lines, but I mean, it's on the cover. What can I do? And guys, this run is really good, man. I don't know what else to say. Like, Percy's writing, Percy's just delivering. The art is spectacular. That's pretty much what I have there. Like, it's just a super fun run. Now, in the number 3 spot this week, I've got Spider-Boy number 4. This one's written by the infamous Spider writer Dan Slott himself. As we see, Miles does appear in this issue. We also get some Spider-Man going on. And without spoiling too much, because this is kind of just the setup for the story, Miles and Spider-Man, because they've known each other this whole time, kind of have a bond and stuff. And because Spider-Boy is, the memory of him has been completely wiped from everyone's memories. Like, he's a little jealous of that situation, and as we see here, kind of depicting maybe a little bit of what goes on in that issue without spoiling anything that's happening. You have to read it for yourself. It's definitely a light-hearted, like, take you back to your childhood of reading comics type comic book. It's not taking itself too seriously. It's just out to have a good time. And I think that's really fun. I'm enjoying Dan Slott's writing style. Like, it's kind of a breath of fresh air. He's not so overly serious like a lot of the writers out are, which, if you are, hey, and you're telling a good story, I'm interested in that too. But this is, like I said, it's just a breath of fresh air, something different. It put it in my number 3 spot because I had a blast reading it. It took me back to reading comics as a kid. In my number 2 spot, as you can see, we're wearing the Batman shirt today too. We've got Batman 144. This Joker, I believe this is the wrap up to the Joker year one storyline, and I feel like I wanted a little bit more because the everything that we got was so good, and the last issue was definitely a higher point, issue 143, but 144 still wraps out the story and finishes it, and kind of ties a lot of the pieces together that make 142 make all the sense in the world. And it's a great detective story. I do actually highly recommend the 142, 143, 144, the Joker Year One storyline. It's been a blast. I totally enjoyed it, especially if you like Detective Gordon. There's a bunch of Detective Gordon in here, flashbacks kind of like interspersed of him, and I don't think this spoils it. This just flashbacks of him back when the Joker first was like formed, right? And where Detective Gordon was kind of at that point in his career, and sort of lays the groundwork for a lot of the things that happened that made Joker who he is. So it's definitely a really good read. I highly recommend that. And actually beating that out this week, just because it was such a fantastically told story, and that I love this dynamic that Bruce has with Nightwing, and this so it's Nightwing 111 got my top spot of the week. Tom Taylor's story is just a really good run. Another one that I fully, if you can afford it, or check it out in trades, or on the internet, on the app when it comes out in several months. This one's just a fun, kind of like standalone issue that's leading into the next issue, and it's super cool. I can't say much more outside of ruining it. Outside of it's a very family oriented issue, with kind of you get to see some of the interaction between Batman and Nightwing, and how they kind of like have grown together in this bond, and Alfred too. Alfred's also a part of that. It's this this family who raised Nightwing, and there's some flashbacks to some of those early days that are interspersed with a story that's being told right now, where Batman and Nightwing are on the trail of this criminal, and no, it's just a really good. I don't know why Nightwing seems to deliver month after month, but it really just does, and man, if you couldn't imagine if you put Tom Taylor on a really big superhero. That'd be some good stuff, because Nightwing's kind of lower tier, but he just makes it so good that you have to get it every month. Anyways, guys, that's what I have today. That's my top 5 non-spoiler review of everything. As always, if you guys watch this far into the video, like, comment, subscribe, hit all the buttons, spread me out like peanut butter. We'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.